Okay, so the proposal project I like to study is about individual trustworthiness versus institutional trustworthiness on live streaming e-commerce. So here, individual trustworthiness stands for the small business sellers. Institutional, it's like big firms. So I will discuss overview and then hypothesis plus the experiment design and some potential problems. So the conclusion we draw from the last paper, customers' perceived value of live streaming and customers' trust have positive impact on trust on sellers. So this is the one solid and valid conclusion we draw. Also, in addition, symbolic value, utilitarian value, and hedonic value are crucial to consumers' purchase decision. And specifically, these values are generated on specific scenarios, inclusively supported by live streaming platform, which does not match the traits of the traditional e-commerce platform. And once the consumer feels socially and culturally resembles to the seller or attached to the seller, then he will have more trust on this seller. So therefore, final purchase decision is likely to take place. So this is the simple logic thread. The question remains, obviously, like if these small sellers' trustworthiness were likely to outweigh big firms' trustworthiness on live streaming e-commerce. Hypothesis. The first one being perceived trustworthiness of individual sellers for customers on live streaming e-commerce is greater than that of official institutional sellers on a traditional online platform. Consumers tend to be more indifferent to brand awareness when individual sellers promote relevant products than institutional sellers do. So, in terms of brand awareness, so consumers, since as discussed in the previous slide, the symbolic value, which equally stands for if the standard, the degree to which consumers are attracted to sellers in terms of the social identity confirmation, then he or we're likely to, trust these sellers and then buy the product without, regardless of wearing the brand, if it's a famous one or not. The experiment would be conducted in form of 2x2 matrix. The first line, individual versus institution sellers, and the binary conditions being each party is supposed to sell a famous brand versus a product of less famous brand. So all respondents are assigned into these 4 categories, and demographic would be age, gender, frequency of traditional online shopping, and frequency of live stream shopping. I think I still have to add one more determinants in this one. Okay, so questionnaire design. I would probably simulate a scenario. For example, when small, an unknown small individual seller are supposed to sell a lipstick versus Estée Lauder promotes this exact same product on its own e-commerce platform. And then we're gonna see if the result gonna differ based on the purchase decision made by consumer, and the conditions. I would use the one I found in the previous paper. So these different dimensions, variables, individual trustworthiness or institutional trustworthiness could be divided into like 5 to 8 items to show the degree of trustworthiness, and also maybe like the reputation of the company. These can be quantified, given like a specific range from 1 to 5, let's say. And potential problems. The first problem I would suggest is the same problem with the previous paper, that the selection of product might not be cover a spectrum of product, rather only focusing on probably really high frequently used product. I haven't decided, but I think I have to think it through. Also, like gender problem. If the product only suits for women, then I might not have enough sample size or enough diversified sample size, and also possible confounds. Yeah, I guess that's it. I still have to work on the project structure a bit.